Alright, what up, everybody? I'm going to be making my 2026 NBA playoff predictions, starting with the play-in. And, the bottom teams are the Pacers. Pacers have the worst record. Holy crap. So I think they'll probably keep their pick if they're the worst record, but that's very bad. Very fucking bad. Do they have the worst record? I don't fucking know. Probably not, but anyway, let's get on with it. Start off with the West, not my conference, but we got the young Blazers team that, some people like Amir Shah picked them to be last place, but look at them, they're in the play-in. No shots at Amir, but it's kind of funny how they won 42 games and they're in the dance-ish. They have a couple of shots to get to it. The rosters, Danny Avia, Israel Lee, he took a step. Donovan Klingen's solid. Caleb Love, I like that they got Krejci, add more shooting. They're going to get Damian Miller back in the offseason. But yeah, very young team. And then you got the fucking Phoenix Buns, who they trade Kevin Durant. People saw it. Oh, they were going to be shit. Actually, they got better. I don't know if Dylan Brooks is back. I think he's not, but Dylan Brooks really helped them out this year. Jalen Green, pretty good. Like that trade, it helped both teams, but no one thought the Suns would be in this position, really. They thought they would be out of the playoffs or like a bottom play-in team, like barely under 500, but they had a really good season, had won 45 games. I think Devin Booker will get it done and get the W. They're at home, they're at home. So it's a home game too. The Blazers are very inexperienced. Ever since they fired Chauncey Billups, they went on a roll. I forgot who their coach is. He's a Brazilian guy, but he's really good. So yeah, I got the Suns winning, and then this one, Warriors. Don't believe in the Warriors. Two big injuries this year, Butler and Moody. I don't believe in Steve Kerr. He's very liberal. And, Kevin Durant called him racist, so he's a real piece of shit. Steve Kerr relied on one of the greatest teams of all time, won 4 championships, And then, that's really it. The Clippers got on a run after that one fucking reporter said he was going to eat paper if they went on a certain run, but they did. They don't own their pick. That's why another motivation to win, because if they lose, OKC gets a lottery ball. I don't know how many lottery balls they have, but you want to win. I think the Clippers have a good enough team on paper to win this game. The Warriors are just checked out. I just think they're old. I like the Clippers. I like Garland. That was a good pickup, and I think Kawhi, obviously, one of his best seasons recently. He played 65 games somehow. That old piece of shit. I'm joking. But yeah. I think they're going to win. Next game, we got the Sixers and the Magic. The Sixers, Embiid, I think he's out. But I think they're just better. I think Maxey is the better star. Paul George somehow he found the fountain of youth, and he's actually playing good. He's been playing good really recently, and playoff P is there. Edgecombe's solid. Grimes is good off the bench. Other than that, their guard depth is terrible because they got rid of Jared McCain. That was so bad, that trade. That's going to haunt him, and I'm happy for it. The Magic just don't have the coaching. They don't win big games. That was a big game. They could have hosted this game, and it could have been different. But no, they have to go to Philly. Tough environment. I'm sure it's going to be rocking, even though the team's not going to win a championship. Spoiler, but I got the Sixers winning, unfortunately. I fucking hate this team, but I just think they're better than the Magic at this moment. I think Max is just going to take over and be a magnet ball. Next game, Heat and Hornets. I got the Hornets. Heat are lifeless. They don't play well for Spo, and they would benefit from a lottery pick right now. Even if it's not going to be a top pick, they would benefit from it Mitchell's been good this year. Khalil Ware, he's starting to shoot threes, man. That's pretty good. They got 3 guys averaging 20. I don't know if Powell's going to even sign with them next year. Doesn't matter. I just think the Hornets play well as a team. I like Charles Lee. They're at home, too. This is the biggest game in franchise history. No fucking cap. I just think if they played better at the beginning of the year, they wouldn't even be in the they would be in the playoffs. I just think they're good. I think they'll be really good next year. They'll be in the top 6, maybe 6th. Because you never know. The Raptors we could fall off. The Sixers are falling off. Pacers, are they going to get better? There's teams that could fall off. So East is very up and down. But yeah, I got the Hornets. I think the fucking Heat are done, man. Next round, next play-in. We got play-in round number 2. Alright, it was West. I got the Clippers winning on the road. Again, better team overall. Kawhi with Garland have been pretty good. I like the team as a whole. The Blazers, nice little run there. But it's over. You lost. Go get your lottery pick and see what happens there. They had a good regular season, won some big games. They beat OKC early in the year. I remember that. That was fucking nuts. They were the first team to beat them. But the Clippers are better. They're on a good run. Kawhi and the bunch, they can shoot threes. And again, the Blazers just don't have the experience. Next game, we got the Magic and Hornets. Magic get that playoff revenue at home. They'll at least get guaranteed 2 more because I think they're going to win. And the Hornets, Magic's going to, no pun intended, run short because they just can't fucking win 2 games in a row. They have to go on the road to Orlando. Very mellow environment. Not really good, not hostile at all. But I think the Magic are a better team. They're going to pull it together. They want to get that revenue, playoff revenue. The Hornets are just not good enough right now. Kneppel is obviously going to be a run-up for Rookie of the Year. LaMelo Ball, one of his best seasons. Miles Bridges is a piece of shit. Cockburn. They have a lot of good players, but I just think the Magic, with their defense, finally fucking wake up in a 1-game series and win against this inexperienced Hornets team. And we're going to move on to the fucking first round. Start off with the West, Clippers and Thunder. That's going to be a good series. Kawhi against the Clippers. Kawhi against the Thunder. Thunder against SGA's old team. No Paul George there, so that's the funniest thing. Yeah, I got the fucking Thunder in 5 games, man. I just think they're better off. One of the best defenses. SGA loves foul baiting. The Clippers don't have the depth like OKC does. 1 through 10 or whatever rotation they run to beat them. Kawhi Leonard can't do it on his own. He's going to get injured eventually, unfortunately. They trade Zubats away, so I think the size of fucking Hardenstein and Chet are going to be too much, and that's what's going to be. Good little run for the Clippers. Next series, LeBron versus KD. That's going to be, the Unk series. LeBron, unfortunately, for the Lakers. I don't like the Lakers at all. I don't like the fans, the market. It's kind of like the Cowboys. I don't really hate them, but it's just what they are is annoying. So, it's just the way it is. I don't like LeBron either. He's the second best player of all time. You can't deny that. But yeah, Durant and the fucking Rockets are better. I think Clint Capella is gonna school DeAndre Ayton after DeAndre Ayton said they're playing me like Capella. Capella made his first 3 of his career today, which was funny. But yeah, I got the Rockets in, I'll say 6, man. I'll give them 6 because they do have some talent. I like Luke Kennard. He's a magnet ball. But I just think, and I don't think the Rockets are that good either. So I think old LeBron will push them to 6 games, but they're not winning the series, the Lakers at all. I think KD and the Rockets move on. Jabari Smith is not as retarded. Clint Capella somehow is big in this series, because he just fucking owns DeAndre Ayton. I think that would be funny. Just funny storyline there. And this series is only possible because Denver tryharded against the fucking Spurs. Denver could have played the Rockets and could have been different picks. But yeah. Yep. Next series, you got the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. Timberwolves dealt with some injuries too to end the season, but they didn't really care because they already clinched a playoff spot. They're the 6th seed. Very, very good 6th seed. This team's been to the conference finals 2 years in a row. They trade for Diabate, I think, at the deadline. They made some moves. They fucking traded Mike Conley and brought him back. That was the funniest shit ever. Nuggets didn't do anything, but I don't think they have to do anything. Like, they're healthy now. I think the Nuggets are going to win the series in 7. Fuck it. I think it'll be a 7-game series. I think the Nuggets will be up 3-1. And then to give Colby a heart attack, the Timberwolves win the next 2 to set up a Game 7 in Denver. I got the Nuggets winning. I just think the lack of a true point guard is going to hurt them. The Nuggets have Jamal Murray who can set them up, and fucking Jokic is a point center, man. The guy, million passes per game, million triple-doubles. They have fucking Hardaway on the bench. He's going to be a magnet ball. They got their magnet ball and Dante DiVincenzo. It's going to be a good series. There's going to be some scuffles. Alman versus Finch. I think, again, the fucking Timberwolves can't go deep every year. And unfortunately, this is a terrible matchup for both teams, but I just think the Nuggets finally get the edge here. And we'll move on to the second round. Yeah, I got the Spurs in 6 games. I just think Wemby again first. Fuck it, I'll give them the first game. I'll give the Suns the first game, but I think Wemby with his playoff jitters, maybe he's gonna struggle at the beginning, and then he's just gonna remember, oh fuck, I'm a 7 foot tall freak, and I think he performs. He's gonna outperform any fucking center they got. I like Harper, Castle, Luke Cornett, pretty good backup big. They have a great team. Mitch Johnson's done a good job. He's gonna win Coach of the Year probably. Not Darko probably would have won it if they stayed top 4, but they didn't. I think they're better. They got the better star, and Suns lose, and Devin Booker can get traded to Detroit eventually. But yeah, that's the West picks right there. Now to the East. So start off with my the Pistons and the Magic. I got the Pistons. I'll go Pistons in 5. I think they got Cade back. I just think the coaching and the physicality is going to be too much for the Magic. They don't show up in big games. They showed it. They folded against the Raptors. They folded against They just don't show up in big games. I just think the coaching needs to go. They're just not prepared. They got young talent. They got Ad Bain. If Franz and Paolo are healthy, again, they're a top 4 team probably, or at least 5. They're not a play-in team, but it's gonna fluctuate with the East. It's not gonna be a bunch of the West has 2 bottom tier fucking play-in teams. At least the East is more balanced, but less top heavy. Yeah, I got the Pistons winning. They're just a better team overall. They finally win a playoff round for first time in since 2008 or something like that. So yeah, they move on. Cleveland and Toronto. I think the Raptors lose, unfortunately, in 6 games. I think I'll say we win. We win 2 games at home and then lose the rest. Fuck it. Yeah, I think we lose in 6 games. I think it'll be a competitive series. I wanted to face the Cavs more than the Knicks, but I just think the Cavs had a really good deadline. They traded for that guy from fucking the Kings. I forgot his name. They traded for they got Schroeder too. They got James Harden. They got rid of fucking Garland, which wasn't playing with them. So James Harden helped them out. They got out of the rough. They were they were below the Raptors too this year. We swept them, but that was early in the year when they had injuries, and they didn't have James Harden yet. So the Raptors just don't. Again, they didn't play great against competition this year. I think they only beat Detroit. Again, they swept Cleveland early, and they beat Detroit. They beat the Suns. Those were the only top teams we've playoff teams that we've been. I think the Raptors have a problem of closing games. Like in the fourth quarter, they usually fucking fold somehow. Yeah, James Harden, Spider, they're playoff chokers, but they can beat up a young team, I guess. I think Harden's going to foul bait. I like the matchup with Mobley and Barnes. I think Mobley's going to get exposed, but it's going to be hidden around because they're going to have guys that are going to make threes. We don't make threes at all. The Raptors' three-point shooting is abysmal. That's why I think we need to add in the offseason, in the draft or free agency, we need to add more three-point shooting off the bench as well. You know, we need more three-point shooting. And Jacoby Walter's becoming that type of guy. He's a great catch-and-shoot guy. Hopefully once they get rid of RJ, they'll play better. But yeah, I got the Cavs moving on. They're the better team overall, better coach, better roster overall constructed. They made the playoffs last year. They're a good team, so there we go. Yeah, this is a fake team. I don't care. I got the fucking Knicks in 5. They're not a good team at all. The Hawks they were just Mickey Mouse, really. I don't care about Jalen Johnson's triple doubles. Don't give a shit. They were shit the entire beginning of the year. Even when they traded Trae Young, they were shit. They took them like a couple weeks to get better after they traded Trae Young. It wasn't instantly. The chemistry worked out. I like, Alexander Walker. I like that Kuminga got an opportunity and he shined. I like that, Jalen Johnson is a star. Like, he's an all-star. But they're not good enough to beat the Knicks. This time the Knicks beat the Hawks. They don't have Trae Young doing the bow and shit. It's not. I expect a fuck Trae Young, even though he's not on the team anymore. I hope the Wizards play the Knicks next year. That'll be pretty funny in the playoffs. But yeah, the Knicks are just better off. They have better size, better playmaking, and fucking Jalen Brunson. He can make every fucking shot. Better defense than OG Anunoby. Better coach. I don't care. Like, they're gonna win. Yeah. Here comes a sweep, folks. I don't give the Sixers a fucking shot. I don't give Nick Nurse a shot over Joe Mazzulla. This fucking Celtics team is loaded. You saw how they played against the Magic today. Did not go well for the Magic. They had 8 guys on the roster, and like they had 8 guys, like majority depth guys, like Jordan Walsh and Brian Shireman, and they fucking somehow won that game. And they're going to face the Sixers without Embiid. And they actually have got size of Vucevic. They shoot the ball very well. They defend great. And then Jason Tatum just got back. Like, they're not fucking losing a series. You're not losing a game against the Sixers. Sorry, the Sixers are just dog shit. Anyway, next round. All right, next round. We got we'll start with the West again. We got the Rockets and Thunder. I got the Thunder in 5 games. I think they're just better, obviously. The Rockets shown flaws throughout the season, team chemistry, and, they played a fucking LeBron hospital team in the first round, and they're going to play the NBA champions. That's not going to work out, brother. Again, Reed Shepherd, we'll see how he does under pressure. Same with Jabari Smith. I know they traded Jalen Green because he sucked last year in the playoffs, but, Durant, I think, will be fine. He'll give you your scoring, but I think the defense is going to fold, and the Thunder are just way better. Next series, you got the Spurs and the Nuggets. I got the Nuggets win this series in 6. Again, Jokic is better than the Wemby. Was that 6 or 5? There you go, 6. I think they win in 6. I think the Nuggets win in 6. They go on finally another deep run. Wemby again, too much for the bright lights. I think Jokic has the better matchup. He's a better playmaker. He's a better defender, Wemby. Wemby's a better defender, obviously bigger, more athletic, but Jokic is going to get that team rolling. The inexperience of Johnson's going to cost him too, maybe with some substitutions, and the Nuggets are going to win. It's that simple. So we'll have Nuggets Thunder rematch. Next series, we got the Pistons and the Cavs. I think the Cavs win. I think the Cavs finally win in 7. The Pistons, again, how healthy is Cade going to be coming off that long? I think they do just enough to win because this roster needs to get to the conference. I think Mitchell goes to his first conference finals. I think the Pistons make a big move in the offseason because of this to get Devin Booker, and they upgrade. And the fucking Cavs, they don't need to. They'll stay pat because we'll see what happens in the next round. But yeah, I think the Cavs move on in 7. Knicks and Celtics. I got the Celtics in 6. Fuck it. This is a rematch of last year. Jason Tatum will not tear his Achilles, and they're gonna win. I don't think the Knicks are gonna go back to the conference finals again. The Celtics are the best team in the East, and they were fucking people thought they were gonna be a play-in team. I thought they would make the playoffs out of the bat, but I didn't think they were gonna be a top 3 seed because of the injuries of Tatum. But fucking Jaylen Brown got the weight. Every young player on the team buys in. The Knicks with the media and Mike Brown. I think Mike Brown will cave under pressure and lose because Mike Brown's not a winner at all. Tell that to Brandon Rodgers, but Mike Brown's not a winner at all. Joe Mazzulla and that team is just fucking too smooth and efficient, and the Knicks with Cat's defense, it's not going to work out. And then the Cats probably could get traded in the offseason to the Magic. I'm joking. But yeah, there's rumors that Cat's going to get traded too. So I just think Cat's defense is going to cost him in the playoff series against the Celtics, which Celtics don't really have any flaws. Conference finals, I got the Thunder beating the Nuggets. Sorry, Colby. The miracle runs over. I'll say in 6. No, it's not 5. 6. I think they go and repeat as conference champions. I just think, again, the big games at the end of the regular season really cost the Nuggets, and just the talent alone is too. This is the best team in basketball. It'd be funny if they just lose in the second round, but I just don't see it. They're the best team in basketball. They had the first seed for a reason. They only lost 18 games this year. This is crazy, and they're going to get the calls. SGA is going to get the calls. He's going to foul bait. And I think that's going to be too much for the Nuggets. Great season for Adelman. Great season for the Nuggets. But I think they just fall off short. And the Nuggets have to make some moves. In the East, I got the Celtics winning in 4. Fuck it. They just sweep the Cavs. Celtics going to warpath in the East. I just think they're top, bottom, better than any fucking East team. I'm sorry. I hate the Celtics too. When you watch them play, they kick everyone's ass. And that's what's going to happen. But yeah, the Cavs just, they chalk it off. Good season. They run it back with Harden. And, Harden does make mistakes in the series. He misses crucial shots in the clutch. I think one game in the series goes overtime, and just Harden's a dud, and he gets fucking shat on by Cleveland media, and then he asks for a trade next year to a random team. So, yeah. And now we're going to go to the NBA Finals, where I got the Celtics and the... Last year I picked terrible, but at least I'm picking great teams this year. Celtics and the Thunder, and I got the... Thunder in 7. I think it goes 7 again. The Thunder are better. They're better. Yes, coaching wise, I like the Celtics, but I just think their size. The Thunder has more. They're just way more balanced. Celtics, they had lack of size. They got Vucevic. He's a fucking stretch guy. The fucking Thunder. They got Chet and fucking Hardenstein. SGA is the better player of everyone on each team. MVP, Finals MVP. You got 2 Finals MVPs in the series, and Jaylen Brown and SGA, but SGA is better. overall. He's gonna create. J-Dub's gonna play good D. Lou Dort's gonna kill someone. I think he'll be suspended eventually in the series. But yeah, it'll be a very fun series. I would be hate watching and rooting for the Thunder this time. I was rooting for the Pacers last year, but I'll be rooting for the Thunder. But yeah, I got the Thunder in 7 against the Celtics. Yeah. Is there like a bracket or something? No. There's no bracket. But yeah, that's my predictions. Very boring, but last year there's the bracket. Yeah, that's the bracket right there. Yeah. So yeah. Thunder going. I think the Celtics going to warpath in the East and lose in the finals. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Peace. Put your predictions down below, and that's it. Bye.